So today we'll talk about the top 3 websites for finding expat friends when you move to a new country. One of the challenges when you move to a new place is, of course, finding friends and getting a social life. And I highly recommend 3 websites that we're going to talk about. Number 1 is to get registered on internations.org. And the big reason why I suggest to get registered on Internations is that it is, I believe, one of the top websites in the world, maybe the top website in the world, for expats to connect. And they have a lot of different events on there. And so I always found when I lived, for example, in Turkey, I used to go to a lot of these Internations events. When I lived in London, I used to go to these Internations events. And here in Valencia, I've also started going to some of these Internations events. And what's so great about these is that you will meet a lot of open-minded people that are also looking for friends. The second website that I highly recommend is Meetup.com. And what I like about Meetup is that you can really find groups of different topics of things that you are interested in. So for example, if you're really into like paddle, for example, then you can find paddle groups. If you are really into going to the cinema, I'm sure there's cinema groups on there. If you really into food, there are lots of foodie groups on there, and there are curry groups on there. And so you can find things that you have a huge interest in, and that makes it so much easier once you go to some of these events to meet people that are very similar to you, and they therefore can become friends long term. And the third website I highly recommend, it's actually not a website, it's Facebook groups. And for example, where we are now, it's not even a massive expat community, but there are, I think, 4 or 5 pretty large expats in Valencia groups. And so wherever you are in the world, there are, of course, lots of different ways to meet people. But if you wanted to connect with people online, I believe that these 3 websites are the top ones that I've found work really well for us. So I hope to see you back here soon.